What's up and welcome to a World Series game. So our first World Series game that we're going to cast. It's on natural threats. This is the first round. It's best of 5, and here today we have Kassad in the blue in the north, and in the south we have Ringo in the green. Vanilla China against Demo. So Kassad has by far got the better army here. A little bit imbalanced and a little bit unlucky for Ringo. So we're going to get straight into this. I noticed Kassad always likes to box his workers in, which is a pretty good idea. It just means you don't have the barracks forward and you're not able to get this terror car as quick as possible. I don't know if Kassad is actually going to go for that terror car anyway, probably. He always tends to box his workers in and not really go for terror cars, which sometimes could put him at a disadvantage if he's playing against the GLA and the GLA gets the cars. But Kassad is a good GLA player. So 2 aggressive tunnels in the centre and the right side. Gonna box these supply trucks in on the left with Ringo. Ringo going for barracks and a war factory. A little bit delayed supply there, but I'm pretty sure that he's going for the capture upgrade. So we should see that highlight in a second. And he's going for the oils and to garrison some buildings to give him some range. So Ringo should have a huge range, is doing a good scout, and also this right side is going to be bunkered in a little bit. We've got what looks like a tech RPG. I don't think he made any terrorists. There's going to be a tech RPG coming down the right side. Going to take down that red guard, which is a little bit unlucky. He's still got the other red guard on the left side. Going to take out a gap with the tech and the RPGs. I always like to put the tech in front of the RPGs when that happens, so you don't lose any RPGs. The tech can take the damage, and then later it can heal itself. When it gets to Vet 3 or Vet 2 even, it heals itself. He knows there's no mines there, so he could scrap up. There was also another scrap there left from the GAT, but if you watched my last video on 5 pro tips, or 2 videos ago, then you'll see that if you place a scaffold, it actually cancels the scrap, which is exactly what Ringo did. So Ringo is paying attention. He's actually managed to get that left oil. He's not collecting back here. A little bit slow from Ringo. He's going to build another truck, but I'm pretty sure that truck is doing nothing there. So he's actually only on 50% on this supply. When he gets back up to 100% on both supplies and gets a second war factory, which I was hoping what I would see, but looks like he's going to go an airfield, then he should be good to go. Flamer there, didn't see which route that came. I think it came from this side here. We can see the tracks there. Just killed a little bit of stuff. That quad is really low. Unfortunate for Ringo there. We can hear another oil being captured on the right side. That's going to put Ringo economically in a real good place. But Kassad is doing good damage, harassing. That's Flamer a little bit slow, not quite doing anything. And Ringo going to actually go for the barracks, and Dozer a little bit close to the Dozers. Who's going to lose? I thought he was going to lose some RPGs if the Dozer walked over them. Actually, is that his last Dozer? I'm not sure if it is, if he's been hunted now. And that's Ringo quits. GG.
You are victorious.
Yeah, okay. A little bit unfortunate. Armies Ringo. I think he could have done a little bit better though. His first game he might be a little bit rocky. That supply on the right, getting it back to 100%, protecting your dozers. I didn't actually, can't remember how the first one actually died. Did it down that right side? And he should have got a second war factory and just been spamming gats and outposts, and flamers to, and the odd flamer to clear out buildings. But gats and outposts beat pretty much everything GLA has to offer in the early game. So we're going to jump into game number 2. Okay, so here we have Kassad in the south this time as air. We've got a few observers. I don't know if this one was being live streamed at the time or not. I'm watching the replays back. And in the north we have Ringo and the Inf. Now, I think this matchup in the early game is a little bit balanced, but as the game goes longer and longer further on, then the Air Force General by far gets the advantage with the support powers that Air has. That's why it's known as the strongest army in the whole game. Also Pathfinders, when Pathfinders are out, obviously Infantry General being Infantry General can only make infantry, and as soon as those outposts get popped open, with the low armor that they have, then they are going to be exposed to the Pathfinders, the infantry that remains. This looks like a little bit of an all-in, possibly from Ringo. I'm expecting a assault troop crawler out of there. Maybe a load of RPGs and an assault troop crawler. This means he'll be on 1 supply. I think he's a little bit panicked, Ringo, and he's going for a kind of an all-in. I probably would have preferred to see him play this one pretty standard, like 2 supplies, barracks on the left side, war factory and barracks on this side, and just push out and take map control. But again, it's a difficult-ish matchup. So Kassad doing pretty much what he needs to be, going straight forward. He's going to get the cancel on that supply. No, he's not. Ringo cancels just in time, which is good. This assault troop crawler going to get a little bit of damage off to that RPG, so to the Humvee, I mean. Not actually going to pop open the assault troop crawler, which is good for Ringo, because now he can load that up. He should put 4 rockets in there and 4 infantry in there and go straight to the base. This is going to be a little bit of harassment from these minigunners. They're anti-air, and they're going to should just get tucked down the supply line and just cause some harassment, but he's not going to attack straight away. That V is going to get the dozer on the left side, because Ringo choosing to chase the V with minigunners, which I don't really like, because minigunners don't have that great range and can easily be killed or run away by the V. 2 Chinooks from the minigunners harassment, that's perfect. But at the same time, 1 truck's really low, 1 truck's being killed. I don't think that supply was a perfect supply, and also when you build mines as well, I don't know why it happens, but when you build mines, the trucks stop the most efficient supply placement when they just move back and forth. If you build the mines, they tend to like run out and do weird stuff. A load of V's died there, so looking pretty bad for Kassad now, actually. But Ringo's still on 1 supply, so it's looking not that great for both sides. Both sides pretty weak, done enough damage to each other. 1 minigunner runs forward a little bit silly and dies to 2 Vs. That V on the right side has died. Ringo's got no dozer, though, so the longer this game goes on, it's going to be harder and harder for Ringo to win. Good little ambulance there from Ringo. The reason he made that is because it can take more hits from RPGs than what Vs can. If a V popped out, it probably died before it gets there, but because the ambulance can take more hits against RPGs, then it can manage to run some stuff over. Flashbangs are now out, and as soon as Kassad is back on 4 Chinooks, which it looks like he's not going to do actually, he's just going to get flashbangs, but flashbangs are going to make it so hard for Ringo. Ringo's still actually only collecting on one truck. So it's just a kind of case of holding on for Ringo now, and Kassad. Ringo won't be able. Holding on for Kassad. Ringo won't be able to keep this aggression up much longer because he's only on 1 truck, and every unit that dies, it's going to take ages to walk across the map when he rebuilds the units. This right here, this moment here, should be GG. Yeah, and Ringo knows it and quits. So GG.
You are victorious.
Second game. Both games pretty quick so far. Then. Hopefully going to stream every single round, all the games of the World Series, so everybody gets to see all the games. So going to jump into the 3rd game. It is best of 5, so first guy to win 3 games should take this round. You will have seen 5 replays there, but some of them may be fakes that I've planted, so you don't know the result, or they could not be. Maybe this does go the full 5 games. So we've got a USA mirror this time. We've got Kassad in the north as Laser, and in the south we've got Ringo. Quite balanced, both very, very similar. I would say Laser probably has a slight advantage because it can build Avengers without strategy center, and it can build Avengers for only 1500. Laser turrets, better than Patriots. Apart from that, pretty similar. But building Avengers that only cost 500 cheaper than the USA, then that's quite a good thing. Ringo doing a little bit of a weird build order. Kassad is playing pretty standard. What you can actually do is he's skipped building a 4th Chinook, and he's actually built his war factory instead. But what you can actually do is build a 4th Chinook and just wait a little bit and then get your war factory. That's how I know what build order he's done, because he's got that war factory up so quick. These Rangers are going to pop out and close down these rockets. Looks like Ringo is going to be going for a oil capture build order. Would like to see all 3 captured if he's going to do that. And it's a little bit risky this, because as soon as enough Vs get out, the guy without Vs requires so much micro and so much map awareness of where the Vs are going to come from, because you've got to laser lock them instantly. As soon as they get behind the supply line, it's going to be super bad for Ringo. But a good little laser lock there. That Chinook needs to go back and collect, and this oil needs to be captured here. Those rockets should go down. 2 Vs should be able to take out 3 missile defenders, but a little bit of poor micro there from Kassad, and a good laser lock from Ringo. Looks like that oil is actually going to be captured. I would like to see Ringo on 4 Chinooks and eventually get that oil, and then the missile defender is going to go down. Yeah, I want to see that oil captured. I want to see 4 Chinooks. I want to see war factory from Ringo. Otherwise, it's looking pretty bad. If you haven't got that mobility of the Vs, then it's going to be an uphill struggle. He is getting the oil, which is going to put him in a good position. So he's now on 2 oils. But only 2 Chinooks. So probably quite even until I see those 3rd and 4th Chinook come out. Like I said, the map awareness and those laser locks needs to be instant, and the map awareness needs to be like 100% on point. Otherwise, this build order that Ringo's gone for is super hard. If you'd got that V, this game could turn out a lot different, but now it's looking bad for Ringo. It may not look so bad because of the economy and stuff, but as soon as you get laser locked on, as soon as you get anything by your supply line, it becomes super hard for USA, and the USA who's got the units there controls the whole game. Meanwhile, back at home, Kassad is on 100% collection and making more Vs. Meanwhile, Ringo isn't able to collect, so it's actually looking super bad for Ringo, which is unfortunate for him. If he loses this one, Kassad does go through to the next round. We don't know who is waiting in the next round so far. I'm definitely going to say, even with this oil captured, that it's looking like Kassad has got this in the bag. If Ringo was to play perfect from here on outwards, he possibly could win. It's just looking a little bit slow. That V was waiting and now it's going back. It's a little bit indecisive. You've got to be on the attack as USA. You don't want to be the one sitting back just waiting for the enemy to do an attack and wait for him to get there again, because that's going to put you in a super bad position. He wants to be attacking. It looks like he is moving out on this side of the map, but this V is going to get out here. Even if it gets laser locked now, it's going to evacuate. It's only actually got 1 rocket in there actually, so a little bit slow from Kassad. He's got a load of stuff ready to go. So now Ringo is going to get something behind there. Looks like he's only got 1 rocket in there, so it's not going to do mega damage. If he had like ToW missile and a load of rockets in there, that Chinook would go down super quick. But now Kassad's just going to clear that up. Kassad in the meanwhile looks like he's cleared that left oil. And gonna now move in. He's got missile defenders by this supply line of Ringo. Which building is being captured? It's the hospital this time, and that is by Ringo. He's got the Rangers out, so he might as well just capture what he can, and that'll heal your infantry when they're outside of vehicles. They should heal. I don't know if they heal inside of vehicles, can't remember. I don't think they do. I think you need to evacuate them, but it looks like they heal pretty quick as well. Probably a good building to capture in a USA mirror, because in USA mirrors you're going to have loads of missile defenders and they're going to get low and stuff, so it could probably change games. Meanwhile, I've missed a load of action up here. A few V's gone down. Looks like Ringo didn't have that much in there though, because the missile defenders have quickly cleared that up. Again, Kassad on the attack. Ringo not collecting from this supply again. So even though he's on worn oil and the hospital, Kassad meanwhile is 100% collecting, and it's looking super good for him. Gonna laser lock the ambulance before it gets there. You need 2 units if you're gonna kill these. But he's engaged them in 2 1v1s rather than just going for them together. Meanwhile, Kassad is building up a huge army, so it's looking very bad for Ringo. As soon as all this stuff arrives in Ringo's base, it's going to be super hard to clear up. Ringo's going down the right hand side. He should, with that ranger, it's got a huge view, so he should be able to see things coming. Actually, he's got a drone there as well, so he knows how many Vs are coming, so he must be thinking about this and preparing for this, unless he hasn't had a look over at the drone. He's got the hospital though, so that'll give him a little bit of intelligence. Only got a very short view. You can see it's being attacked from loads of angles though, so you've got to expect there's going to be a ton of stuff coming at you right now. Ringo could have built that supply, and you kind of want to be going left at this point. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you want to be going left because you want to be able to block off this attack. Kassad is actually just going to go straight for the army and pick off these. He's going to evacuate some. They're going to go down without killing anything. Maybe a V. Yeah, he's going to move a V because Ringo moved away before it died. Kassad chipping away at the defenses and then moving away. So Ringo has actually built that supply now, but he's now built that supply, but now he's only on 1 oil, so they're still about even in supply. But Kassad now even built a tow missile upgrade. No Vs out for Ringo. Good laser locks there. I think he changed target at the last minute and didn't kill that other one. And Kassad now over here, that's looking like Kassad has got this game in the bag. So 3-0 is looking like, unless Ringo can pull off some amazing laser locks now and turn this game around. But Kassad has killed so much, I can imagine he's probably got Pathfinders and Spectre gunship on the way. Actually, I didn't realise, but Kassad is actually on no dozer, so he's actually all in. He's going all out. But in a USA mirror, very rarely does dozer make the difference. If you lose your dozer, as long as you've got power barracks and a war factory left, it doesn't really matter, because all you're going to be making all game anyway is Vs and rockets. The only thing you're going to need later on is strategy center. So if the enemy got a strategy center, then you could be at a disadvantage. But you don't even need a command center to build Pathfinders. They come free anyway, and that is GG for Ringo. So 3-0 for Kassad. A little bit of army luck in the beginning with demo against China. I do think Ringo could have played a little bit better, but Kassad is a good player nevertheless, so he will go on to the second round. So GG, hope you enjoyed that. Stay tuned for more videos on the World Series. GG.